Okay, is it starting? Alright, let's try this out again. So, this is Brandozoo. Woo! Gonna play. So this zoo is made with Alana and Jude's recommendations in mind. They said to make a zoo with all my favorite animals. So I chose my 22 most favorite animals and then added a 23rd secret animal that you'll see at the end. But yeah, so here we go. So before we even start, notice this footpath, it's made of solid gold. That's how awesome this zoo is. It's got this nice little zoo fence, some scenery, and then as soon as you enter, you get the big, huge "Welcome to Brandozoo" sign. We've got the TARDIS, so Doctor Who is visiting our zoo. Hey, that rhymes. And got some nice little wall decorations, not necessarily saying these animals will be in the zoo, not that I know what these monkey things are. And of any decoration, it doesn't mean the animal's necessarily in the zoo, it just means I thought the decoration looked cool. But first thing we get is right up here. You go up this path, and you can see the information center. In here, you'll buy stuff like umbrellas, passes, these things which are little like audio devices, and that show explain what's going on with your animals or whatever. Also maps. So there's that. Nice little footpath, neat little outdoorsy feel. There's some employee buildings. Guess hate those. So we walk in, and first thing you see is some statues. We got a lion, bear, a robotic kangaroo thing, and a reindeer. And you walk in, and you've got the mini exhibits with this guy phasing through the descriptor for the Amazonian giant centipede, which will take about a second to look and see if we can see any of them. I'm not going to spend too long because, they're small and we usually miss them, so I'll do a quick run through each exhibit, and if we don't see it, I'll show you what it looks like on the picture. Hey, there he is. So yeah, we're not seeing him right now. If you see him, post a comment at what time you saw him and where. Uh-oh. Just glitched out. Okay, there we go. Sorry. My game's glitching now, and there's some weird noises. Alright, so we'll turn around and go across the little pathway to the yellow anaconda. These guys are a lot easier to find because they're big. There's one of them. Oh, and there's the other. Hey guys, ooh, look at him chilling at his waterfall. Next, we've got the Scarab Beetle, also known as dung beetle. I hope we see some rolling some poo, but I don't think we will. Oop, went through the wall. Yeah, not seeing him. Oh man, I like them. Next, we've got the giant Asian forest scorpion. Another one that'll be very difficult to find because even though they're giant, oh, there he is. Look at that guy, he's such a cutie. Alright, next, we've got the Mexican red-kneed tarantula. Even though he's the smallest of the tarantulas in the game, he's my favorite because he's the most colorful. So the most, cool looking. Again, we're not going to see him, though. Of course not. Man, it feels like the beginning of Jurassic Park when they're driving through the park and not seeing any dinosaurs, and everybody's like, oh, this is disappointing. And then the T-Rex eats them, so maybe we'll get eaten by Gila Monster. So yeah, again, these, 8? Yeah, these 8 exhibit animals don't count towards the 22. They're just my 8 favorites of the exhibits. And I'm not seeing any Gila monsters either. That's a disappointment. Next up, we've got Second to last is the poison arrow frogs, layman's poison arrow. Again, super hard to find because they're tiny, but maybe we'll see them. Maybe they'll jump out because they're bright red. Yep, there he is. Look at him. Oh, hey, cutie pie. So yeah, I got some little frogs. And then last, but definitely not least, is the green iguana. And there's one right off the bat. Beautiful lizards, beautiful. Then we got some more statues, an ATM so you get money, and then out we go. Disappointing part is that the path didn't line up straight, so it's sort of weird. Got some cool rhino statues. Oh, there goes the train. Some cool rhino statues. We've got coffee, juice, and soda. And then over here we got tacos, donuts, and pizza. All you need. Wow. That little pizza pictures. Oh, okay. That's his eyes, that's his mouth. I was seeing it as those are his eyes and that's his mouth, and I'm like, wow, that's kind of depressing. The pizza's sad because he's being murdered. Alrighty, then we go over here to, although they're not moving animals, I'm gonna pretend they're real. These are my platypuses. My platypus pond. And then we go up and we got a neat little statue, another statue of a beaver right as we walk up to the first main enclosure, the Beaver Pond. Now there's two ways to look. One is right here and you can see underwater, not that you can see too far, but look at them swimming. There's the beavers. We'll zoom in on them so that you get to see them right off the bat. Hey beaver, swimming towards their little dam. Here's their beaver dam. There's one napping. You can also see the beavers by climbing up these stairs, which also give a good view of the next exhibit. We'll look at Galapagos Tortoise, and the one after that, you've got a little pathway going over to the moose, so people can see them there. But this path walks all the way around, and down here to this weirdly chopped up mountain. You can go into this bit, and there's going to be nature talks where they'll sit there and talk about the animal. Or you can go in the lodge, have some nice tables, benches, maybe have a picnic, look out the window, and there's the beavers in their little beaver pond. Now, for bonus points, there is a secret decorational piece in here. It's currently within the shot. If you can see it, post in the comments and like and subscribe. There, Bri said like and subscribe. But there's a secret decoration that if you notice it, tell me what you see, and I'll I don't know, say good job. Next we've got some Galapagos tortoises. Their exhibit's not too crazy because, you know, they like the flat, they like water. You know, it's kind of a boring exhibit, but you get to see these two big guys. Hey buddy. And I wonder if I didn't save it. Yeah, he's Fernando. His name is Jason, because there is always a Jason the tortoise. So there's Jason and whatever they named her. Juanita. So we got some tortoises blacked out on their side so they don't get nervous looking at all the people watching them when people eventually do come. That's also why the barrier is taller than a person, even though the tortoises can't climb. It's so that they don't see it, like see heads peeking over and get scared. Next up, we've got the moose. Big old guys. Let's see if we can see them from the normal watch. So this is the pathway that goes past the moose exhibit. And oh, there's one of them. Mama moose. And I just saw a male moose running around. Oh, look at her snacking and sticking her head on top of her food. Weirdo. And there's the male moose playing with a big huge ball thing. Growling at us. And when we go up, you can also see this little thing, which was a thing I got off Steam along with most of the decoration. The Moose Antler Waterfall. Gives it a neat little thematic effect. Next animal we've got are The North American bison. The bison. I don't think, yeah, I didn't add, I didn't include, not kangaroos, what am I talking about? Pronghorns or prairie dogs. I should add both of them though, but this is the, bison napping, and one of them's wandering about. We just saw him. Oh, well, I can't find him now. We'll find him when I bump into him. Or her. I don't know. Ah, there it is. And they got a mud bath, a little pond thing for them to, you know, swim and drink out of. It's a neat little enclosure for them. For those of you unfamiliar, these speaker things, once a year. So in this, for the bison, for example, every September, somebody comes and gives a little speech about, you know, bison and teaches you things about them. So it's a nice educational zoo. Next, we've got the Capuchin Enclosure. So it's basically just a monkey playhouse. There's their cave where they can nap, they can climb up, they can be awesome, they can jump inside their cave, bug their buddies. Not seeing them anywhere though. Oh, there's the zookeeper coming to feed them. I hear them. You keep hearing them go. Oh, there's one. So there's some capuchins. Oh, he's going to eat. What are those, wood chips? Looks like he's eating wood. Yummy, you get some tasty wood chips in ya. Oh, why does it keep glitching? The game keeps like freezing for a second, that's annoying. Let's get out of the enclosure and move on. Or we'll try to, because the game has now, you know what? I wonder if that's causing it. You know, I'm going to pause real quick so that it stops freezing. And I'm willing to bet the train is causing some problems. So we will close the train. And now let's see if it speeds up. Although I didn't close it, I put it on testing, so it's probably just gonna get annoying. Oh, more chimps. Capuchin's yelling. Next up, we've got some river otters from the Amazon. Fortunately, the water's not deep enough, so people who want to look under the water have to kind of crouch, it seems, but it still gives you a nice little view of them swimming around in their water, being playful little otters. And you can see them walking around on the ground if they so desire and all that. And they got a nice little waterfall. So there's the otters. Oh, there's one coming out of his home. Look at him run. Yay, I'm an otter. Otter, 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 otter. And then he goes in the water with a nice little splash. Cool off on this 99-degree day. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Is this? Yeah, this zoo is in Hawaii, and it's built around a volcano, which we'll look at once I give you guys a view of what the train does, which will be what I do before you see the mystery 23rd animal. Next, we've got Ursus arctos horribilis, or whatever. Horribilis. It's a grizzly bear. And there they are. You get to see them swimming. Is that a baby? Did they have a baby, or is she just short? Yeah, they had a kid. So there's three. Oh yeah, there's the other. There's mama or dada. Whoever's not this. So there's daddy and mommy swimming with the baby. So there's a baby grizzly bear, or probably a child, not baby anymore, it looks. But yeah, there's the grizzlies, and this is where the paths get kind of wonky because they're trying to. I tried to elevate them so that you could see the grizzlies at every opportunity. So yeah. Next is the Bengal, I think it's Bengal tiger. It was either Bengal or Siberian, I forget what I did now, but it's a tiger. Whoa, that was a high jump. But there's our tiger buddy. And there's also at least one other, unless they have babies, there's more, but there's a male and a female. They got a nice little climbable area, mountain, pond, you know. Nice little enclosure, and you get to see the whole thing from this elevated platform. Now it's going down, and we get to the hippos. Oh, right off the bat, we get to see one of them snacking, and another one running through their little waterfall. So the hippos are having a lot of fun, charging the zookeeper. Man, in real life, he better run. They also have a watermelon that they can snack on. Oh, there's a third one under the water. Very cool. So, nice big hippopotamus. Hippopononymous. Next, we've got Jude's favorite, the Menace pendactyla, also known as the Chinese Pangolin, or the Chinese Pangolin. I think Chinese Pangolin is how they say Chinese Pangolin in Sinish, which is the language that they have the people talk in this to save on costs so that they don't have to, you know, record different audio for every version of the game. But we go in and we'll look around. I think I saw one of them running to their little forage feeder. Come on. Forage feeder over here. Nope. Where is he? I know I saw it. Where are you, little guy? Oh. Nope. Alright. Not seeing any pangolin. Oh, there he is. There's a pangolin. With his head stuck in a rock. Look at him play. And the sprinkler. Ooh, is he going? Yay, playing the sprinkler. Cool off. It's 99 degrees out in October. Ugh. Hawaii sucks. And next is the orangutans. Oh, they're grooming. Look at them grooming each other. So there's the girl and the boy, big guy, and then there's also one climbing up into their little tower, which has bedding so they can nap up here. So yeah, I got some nice orangutans, have a tree, you know, fun place for those guys. And last on this half of the zoo is the African elephant. Has a cool little mama and baby elephant statue, and there's the elephants standing through each other. Oh boy, weird mad scientist experiment. But there's those beautiful animals. Look at them. Wouldn't it be cool to get this close to an elephant? Probably wouldn't smell so good though. But yeah, there's the elephants on this side. Now, you've got two options. You can either walk back or you can hop on the train and take a train back, which we'll just walk back because, like I said, train ride is for when we go to the last place with the secret 23rd animal. And this way's quicker. Time warp. I feel bad for the guys in these food kiosks though. The train is literally running on top of their thing. It probably like knocks all their stuff off the shelves. Next, we go over this way, and first animal we've got is the Varanus comodiensis, also known as Komodo Dragons. They've got a nice little enclosure, huge for them. And there's one of them running up to the blood pumpkin. Ooh, he's gonna get some frozen blood. Let's see if we'll see him eat. No, you just resting? Alright, he's just taking a break. Oh. Yep, there he goes. Biting at the blood pumpkin. There's another one in here somewhere. Probably. Yep. Chilling in their nice enclosed little hidey hole. So there's our Komodo Dragons. And there's some bathrooms. Don't go watching things in there. It's probably not enjoyable. Next is a very cool enclosure I got off Steam. It starts off, you can't see much until you get here. You can look in and, oh, you can see one right up. He's playing with his food. But we got some salties. I'm gonna check real quick, see if they're in their enclosure, if one of them's in the enclosure. Nope, they're in the shelter. That's their little burrow. Has a bunch of nice little environment. And then you can go up here, across this pathway. It's got, you know, pictures and that little recording thing. They'll be talking about them. They can play in that little mud bath if they want to, but it's looking like they're not. Oh, there's one of them swimming though. And there he is swimming around. Every once a year, you get to come in here, sit on these bleachers, and there's a nice show where they talk about the crocs and feed them. With special guest Steve Irwin. I wish. Also, we've got next to the crocodile enclosure this giant rock crocodile statue, the Rockodile. You're welcome for the pun, by the way. And there's the crocs, the salties. Now we've got llamas, my second favorite animal in the world. Platypi are my favorite. And there's the llamas hanging out under their big huge tree. And there's their shelter, is a llama temple. So look at those llamas, they're worshipped. So we got some llamas. Cuidados los llamas! That's from Monty Python, Holy Grail. Next up is the game lagging again. There we go. Next up is the Jaguar. We've got at least two in here, as I say with most of them, unless they had a baby. But one of them is the good fatty. Where are they? Oh, there's good fatty. Yep, there's Chala. Hey Chala, how you doing? I think it's female though, but oh, and I didn't even name her. Oh boy. There. So it's a female, but her name is Chala, so she's, yeah, because I didn't get a male melanistic, but I got a female. If they have a baby and it's a male melanistic, it'll be Chala instead, and I'll rename her to Shuri. There you go, female Black Panther. That's Chala's sister in Marvel Comics. Next enclosure is a double. It's kangaroos and Alana's favorite, which we'll see if we can find it. I know I've got a display sign. Yep, koalas. Now this enclosure is one of the fun ones. You can walk in, and you got a nice little place where there's kangaroos jumping about. You got donation boxes, fun stuff for the animals. Oh, there's a baby kangaroo, a Joey, hopping about. I don't know if we'll see the koalas. They're usually pretty hard to find, but I'll try to see one at least. They're always up in the trees, because for some reason koalas always hang out in trees, like koalas. Yeah, I'm not seeing them. Are they in there? Little shelters? No. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, there's one. Let's see if this is Coco. Nope, that's Henry. The girl koala is Coco, but I don't know if we'll find her. But yeah, you walk through and get to see some koalas up close. In my zoo, you can even pet them. Wouldn't you like to pet a koala? Next up, we've got the Savannah Enclosure. It's got the white rhinoceros, which we can see right there. It's got ostriches, as you can see, but I'm going to go in order. Giraffes, reticulated giraffe. Man, that ostrich just really wants to be seen. He's running right along with us. We got some zebra. There's one of them. And last, but definitely not least, is the ostrich. Now I'll go in and let us see him up close and personal. There's our ostrich. Snacking. This thing needs to be refilled. We got our giraffes drinking their water. I love how they actually go with the details of how they bend their knees to drink and all that. I love this game. There's an ostrich drinking away. There's my rhinos. Beautiful animals. The rhinos are the one animal that's in this enclosure. technically the others don't count. They're not ones of my favorite, my top 22. But since they can all be in together, I figured why not. There's a neat little statue thing. I don't know why. This was downloaded off of Steam, so the decorations were somebody else's ideas, but the statue's cool. But yeah, there's our Rhino enclosure with some others. Has a nice feel to it. Next is the wolf enclosure. This one I got off Steam, and I thought it was pretty cool having the, Plains Native Americans, the style of teepee and trees and, nature. And it's sort of like if, Plains group of natives dropped off or abandoned their village. Not that this is technically accurate. I mean, it's got Australian art, but we're not gonna delve too much into that. But yeah, it has the wolves hanging about. Ooh, barking. Oh, there's a baby. Hey, puppy. Oh, I like him. He's mine. I'm gonna adopt him. Okay? We're gonna have a pet wolf. Going to say hi to Mama. But yeah, there's our wolves. Next up was a really cool find on Steam. This is a special Cassowary Exhibit. So I'll show you the view from above so that you can really get the full effect. It's completely enclosed. It's like a little grotto for them. And the windows are blacked out on this side. So as far as the cassowaries, the world's coolest bird, are concerned, they're in their own little private dwelling. I found this setup weird though. The person who made it made their bedding area right where the zookeeper comes in, which I feel like is a dangerous move for the zookeeper to walk in and startle some sleeping cassowaries. But there's our cassowary enclosure, has all they could need. Next up is the snow leopard. So this one was a cool exhibit. Our enclosure has all their stuff to do, a little tunnel to run through. There's one of them. Beautiful animals. And they go up, they can play with their little meat sack, jump up here, go down here, run around. They got just a whole bunch of mountains to play in, basically. Oh, is that a baby? Oh, there's a baby! Eating a huge rack of ribs and some feathers. What animal was this? There's the kitten. We'll name him Spanky later. Now, last but definitely not least, and unfortunately I couldn't find any albinos for Solovar, but there is a grod in here, the gorillas, which will, is that one of them? Okay, that's one of them, that's grod. But they go through, we got a nice pathway, so that you can see a huge amount of them, and then it's got this cool thing where the game lags again. Wow, the game does not want you to see this part. There we go. So you can walk around. And you can climb up. And there's a nice little spot where you can kind of be creepy, because this is their, living area. It's got their bedding and their food, but you can come up here and sit on a bench and just watch the gorillas up on the top of their enclosure. So they got a nice playful area. There's Grod, King of Gorilla City. And last, we'll go back to the entrance so that you can see the surprise 23rd animal as it's meant to be seen. For a limited time only. So we will go, and it will become night. Because there's lights. So the train goes up. I'm not going to ride the train because it's, slower than I move. But it goes up, goes around the caldera of the volcano. You get to see the mascot Draco. dragon of the zoo on the volcano's rim. Has smoke coming out, red lava, you know. And you go all the way around to the glowing lotus. And you get off here. And this place has first only two gift shops in the zoo, so you'd have to come here to get hats or mementos. And then there's a Styracosaurus fossil and an Ankylosaurus fossil. And then you go inside, you got a weird sign. Huh, wonder what's in here. Oh wow, it's dark. And there's weird chanting. And you go down, and right inside the area you've got this, a dark, unknown scene with, what is that? Is that a Bigfoot? Yes, it is. This is the Bigfoot Enclosure. Actually, it's a bonobo, but we're pretending it's Bigfoot because I found that Bigfoot sign on Steam. So, there's my zoo. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, for Brian's sake, be sure to like and subscribe so that this is a thing and I become a famous YouTuber for my zoos and stuff. I hope you enjoyed Brandozoo, and come again soon. Bye!